to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding.
All right, here we go again. Day 2 of the Mystical Fire Tournament 6v6 live right here. And we are very excited for the second day as we will see who will make it into the top 8 in the playoffs. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed yesterday's action and also the Semper community and Magic6. We are so stoked about this tournament. If you are interested in some Magic6 action, into some 6v6 workshop games, make sure to join this Discord. My name is Chris, and alongside me today is again our dear friend Mr. Jokey. Hello, man.
Yeah, welcome back. Happy to see you again, and guys, happy to see you in chat. And I am ready for this matchup today. We already have something really epic set up for you guys, so we don't want to wait any longer. But let's hop quick over the tournament and some standings and the leaderboard. So if you guys are new and never seen anything like this, today is the last day for the Swiss stages. That means the teams are playing first to 2, and after that it's over, and we play 3 matches today.
Yes.
And after those 3 matches, we have a top 8, and those 8 are jumping into the playoffs with double elim, and then we have a finalist and a winner someday, some hour. Is going to be next weekend. That's for the tournament. And let's hop over the leaderboard real quick. We have 2 teams fighting for place number 1, and the midfield is so dense. I can't really see a gap between the players. So everything is open for the top 8, and we will see who is going as a winner today after those 3 matches.
Especially the matchup we have ready for you right now. Thick of It versus Ataraxia Virtus is extremely hot, we have to say, because Thick of It was able to make the probably biggest upset so far in the tournament. They were able to beat Calvanui, which was a very strong French Belgian based team, probably now derived from the OWC players that are in there with both Avo and Shira. So, well, Thick of It definitely might be the dark horse, the secret star of the show. And they are facing Ataraxia Virtus, which is something like the pride of Spain, a very strong Spanish team with some celebrities on their Gala, who is from the OWWC, and also OWCS roster from the Ataraxia main team, together with his streamer friend, Toniki, who is also streaming the game. So if you want to see his POV and just listen into some Spanish comms, there is your chance to do so. But we can't wait for this match to start, honestly. Like Thick of It and Ataraxia Virtus, this could already be an early finale, if you ask me.
Yeah, totally true. We have 2 giants here playing against each other, and well, right now they can't really lose anything, expect place 1, but I think they're still showing everything they have, so they're not holding back, I think.
Of course, you want to go in as the top seed. Never forget, these 2 teams probably have a good chance to just make it into the playoffs, because we're talking about P1 and P2. So for them to really drop out of the top 8 is quite unlikely, even if they have a very bad streak today. But don't forget, there's also a seeding question. The better you are placed, the lower your enemy is going to be for the upcoming elimination bracket. So of course, P1 and P2 can maybe make a difference here.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna aim for that, and also you want to have that 0 on your loss statistics, right? It's also a little bit of an ego question, just to say, oh, we went through the Swiss stage completely unbeaten, and now we have two teams that will definitely fight it out. For those who do not know the thick of it, though, well, we didn't either. Honestly, we didn't really
No,
have them.
no, we didn't.
We didn't have them on our bingo card, like at all, really. And now we are looking at yeah, a team that is actually well known in the NA region for their 6v6 capabilities. Well, this team itself is not really a set team, but it consists out of mainly NA people who have played the 6v6 code for a very long time. 7HSKW has quite some months, maybe a year of age. I'm not really sure when it got developed, but still, there was a little bit time already, and there are some OGs from this code inside of this team, and they know this mode inside out. Some of them don't even play anything else in Overwatch when they log on. They know the meta, they know what they're doing, and they're very capable players, which also explains how they are also the only team, aside from Ataraxia, who is still unbeaten.
Yeah, and we will see how they're going to play on this first matchup today. It's Nepal, the first map, and let's hope they show us what they have learned in their time playing 6v6 while everyone else was playing 5v5. So I think we're going to see a stronger, setup meta maybe already when you dare to call it like this. And what do you think we're going to see from both teams?
I could bet that we're gonna see a 3-mapper. I'm very much sure that we're gonna see a 3-mapper because Ataraxia Virtus, I think they have also done their homework. We could notice from yesterday that there was a game plan. They have the individual strength. They have everything that's necessary to win. And also, we are loading into the first map right now, which we really haven't talked about too much. We're gonna start on Nepal this time around, which is the first time we see this map in this tournament.
Yeah, and we are already in a map part or on a map which really doesn't have much space for some dive. Or what do you think? Are we going to see some, more brawly comp?
I would suspect something more hybridy, to be honest. Like, we already see it from the team of Thick of It on the left side with Coldskin and Typhoon on the Ball Zarya setup. Something really old. That really gives some memories back where you would sometimes do that. Maybe they actually switch it up. We just have to make sure of that. But you can see both teams actually whipping out something hybridy, some poke, some dive, some anti-dive even with a Brick and Juno setup. So very interesting to see those two clash out. But let's see how it goes. The red carpet is out. Let's see how we will fare.
And we have a Mauga with a Sigma in the front line. As you said yesterday, you wish to see a Mauga, and here it is. Here he is, already half HP down, fighting everyone fighting for their lives, and it is Fizosa who gets the first kill on Lazy with a huge boop down into the void of this map. And Brick just aggressively pushing forward while Prime uses his chance and getting Toniki out of the game. It is a trade for Daze D-Rocks who gets the Echo, and now it is a small and slow push forward for Team Thick of It.
Quite something you can see here is how Ataraxia Virtus was a little bit surprised, honestly. I don't think they expected that much of a fight here. Now they're gonna send in the Bob here onto the point just to contest it, to make sure that they don't lose too many percent here. Lots of pressure here onto the backline here with Typhoon also falling. And I think Ataraxia now has a fantastic chance to bring it back here. And, well, we'll cap the point finally.
Yeah, after a few more picks they needed to get down, they have the point, and well, the ult advantage is on the side of Thick of It, so if they played good and slowly, they could set up a good combination with some ultimates. Snowman already with the ultimate up on Juno. Maybe here comes the engage. It is Typhoon who pressures forward, and now the ultimate comes in, supports the team. One pick for Fizosa, but Gala with a huge ultimate from Ilari, getting two, Oliki getting one. It is over again for this team fight. They're pushing them back to the spawn.
Look at that, the game plan of Ataraxia Virtus going up, and of course, Gala is one big part of it with that fantastic captive stun we just saw here. And so they have to set up again. What a huge dynamite again. So lots of ult charge going to Daze Riox. Gonna be a tough one to push into that. They will send the Mao guy in, but Lazy instantly gets the kill here onto REUPLOAD with this minefield. They're gonna lift up the backline. There are lots of damage, but instantly healed up thanks to that orbital ray. Immediately pop. Cold Skin also trying the best here to lock in Guatemalteco in that cage, but not to any avail, it seems like. Still, now they finally strike back here. It looked a little bit grim, but actually 3 fast kills coming out from this team of Thick of It makes this a very close one. This is not over yet. They will recap the point now, only drop 77% to the team of Ataraxia Virtus that put themselves right now in the driver's seat. Still have some time to recontest, but we have both DPS ultimates up. So is Toniki ready, and the Bob from Daze Riox as well. Oh, look at that. They're sneaking. And they got caught immediately.
They're surviving somehow, getting out again. And we have Toniki ready with the ultimate. And Bob too. Bob's standing in, getting some space done for the team. Is it enough to get the team fight? They're pushing them back to the point. The ball. Lazy coming from behind, jumping, piling down on the Sigma. It is Typhoon who gets killed. And now it's the chessboard again in kill feed. Gala getting a kill again with his ultimate. But the flame from Pride comes in and gets Guatemalteco. And he is getting a second one. It is Daze Riox who gets killed by the Blade too. But a trade for Polo on Prime. So the Blade was a little bit useful. And they're pushing Ataraxia Virtus back to the spawn and getting the point for them to 70%.
Now the problem now is that there aren't any ults anymore for both teams. And the controls now for Thick Fit. Toniki, what is Toniki doing? Toniki! Pero ¿qué haces? He goes in and gets caught. Lazy also trying to get into the backline. Also that rock. A very interesting one there from the backline. So that was not easy to follow there. It's going to be a tough one now for the team of Toniki and the likes. They need to push out somehow. They would have a minefield and potentially an orbital ray if they can make it back onto the point. But for now, it's going to take a little while. That is a good position though to pop it. Do they secure any kill from the back of it? Doesn't seem like it, but they will be able to get this into overtime right now. Lots of damage already onto Gala, but 2 quick kills coming out there onto both DPS, and Psihosa also dead. So somehow Ataraxia Virtus brings this fight back, and I think this is literally the clash of titans that we were expecting, but it's not over yet. Ataraxia Virtus will take the point back, but they are right now on 86%, and there is another chance for a recontest coming out from Thick of It.
And it is 10% left on the clock for the team. They need to push in. They need to do something. It is Typhoon who has his ult made up, and it's Oldskin who has got his ult right after I called it out. And Typhoon getting in with the support of Snowman. Here comes the ultimate for the Mauger. He gets 3 people in, but does not survive. All of the team from Thick of It eating too much damage from Ataraxia themselves, and it is the first map for Ataraxia.
First sub-map here on Sanctum goes to the Pride of Spain. And what a fun one this was. What a peek into the best teams potentially in this tournament. We already saw Ataraxia Virtus yesterday on stream, what they did to what the hell. And now we see them face off Thick of It, said the big upset team. And I'm really excited. I love what I'm seeing. It's so complex. It's also so head-on. There is not really any waiting time. They're not really trying to get used to the enemy, to the situation, maybe warming up again. No, none of this. Just go in, have fun, and try to get the enemies to topple. And it was a 199%. Let's see how it goes now. I think the compositions should stay as they are right now. Typhoon actually will show us the Zarya here that we saw teased earlier. Is now going to be in action for this. On the other side, Ataraxia Virtus still coming out with the same guns.
Ashe already firing her dynamite into the enemy line, getting some damage and ultimate charge for her. It is 23%, and Goldskin with a huge slam on the Ashe, and Gala getting the kill. 2 kills on Prime and Rizix. So 2 down, but 2 down on side of Ataraxia too. It was Typhoon and Goldskin who gets the kill on the team. And it is an even fight, 4v4, but this area just forcing the Sigma back to the spawn and killing him before he can do some import moves.
so far again in thick of it. Having control of the point, we see Toniki changing up his tactics. We're gonna see the Sombra out. Remember, this is the reworked Sombra, so you're gonna be a little bit better of a duelist. But of course, who are you really gonna target here? Cold-Skin, of course, you can hack him out. Prime, Psyhosa, you have some targets, honestly, that you can focus on. And REUPLOAD will drop low. Toniki will pick up the kill here, thanks to the setup of Lazy. So that is already a good sign for them. Hack also onto Cold-Skin, doesn't stop him, though, from setting down that minefield. So good position for them. Still getting the percent on the board for thick of it, very important for them. But can they also secure some kills? Cold-Skin dropping extremely low, so is Lazy. Both wrecking balls extremely low. Dazed Reox gotta send the Bob onto the point, who will make sure to make this as awkward as possible. The orbital rain not perfectly placed, and look at the kill feed, it's all in red, and Ataraxia will take this point now. A fantastic Bob from Dazed Reox, so much chaos provided, such a fantastic play, but well, it's still very close here on the likes of Shrine.
Yeah, Dazed Reox, props to him for setting up the Bob so fast every time to get it up in almost each fight so far. But we have an old advantage still on Ataraxia side, and thick of it, working hard to get more ultimates up. And here comes the Illari ultimate, this time not connecting to anything, and Guatemala Teco getting the first kill with the support of Gala. And it's again 6v4 for Ataraxia. They can push, but they decide to play it a little bit safer, just keep and save the space they generated, and now they have the control over the point and over each choke point, as I can see.
Lots of ultimates though already. Saw that, of course. Blade and Graf might be the biggest ones here, but you can answer that if you're Polo with that orbital rain. What's that? Excuse me, Rep6. That was audacious. Get the hell out of here. Oh my, that was brutal. And look at that, they only used a singular ultimate. They still lost Typhoon, who will swap to the Diva now. You have Prime dying, but he still is sitting on that blade. So there's a good chance for you to still come back here with so many ultimates. I love this dry fight, but Toniki is sitting on this EMP. So they could set up here very fast pace engage, but they have to find a target here. Guatemala Teco gonna throw that in. Toniki also with the EMP, and that should be enough. Prime is already dead. You also get Psyhosa, and that looks fantastic for the likes of Ataraxia, as they will slowly but surely tear this point apart, tear the team of thick of it apart. Typhoon out of the mech, no chance to survive here for the baby Diva, and it's back to the drawing board. But with 84%, you have not the worst position. Both teams, it's just a ping pong match at this point.
Yeah, and it's going to be the last fight, I think. Well, they managed to get it in overtime in the first map, but with 4 ultimates set up in this fight, it can be easily done to hold this point, or to get this point back. Sorry, they need to get the point back for thick of it. Now here comes Cold-Skin in, pushing them off the point, somehow distracting the Sombra and Illari. Gala pulling the ultimate. Maybe it's this time with some more kills. No, it is Dazed Reox who gets just the turret from Illari. Cold-Skin with an important pick, with a better second pick on the team side for Ataraxia, but they don't let them fool. It is Lazy and Gala who fight back, but Reap is with a second 2k on the support line. No supporters for Ataraxia. This could be a hard one. It is here really hard. REUPLOAD with a third kill, and the fight is going into overtime. They still managed to get the kills for Ataraxia.
Oh, it's so close, but now it suddenly looks a little bit better for Ataraxia. Still, the point is under control of thick of it, and they brought both tanks back. They are very fast. They have a minefield now set up. Still, the kills, they keep coming in for the likes of Ataraxia. They just need to make sure to contest this point. We're only down to Cold-Skin. The rest of the Ataraxia team is already there. Toniki somehow dies to the minefield here that was set up by Cold-Skin, who's just gonna juggle around his HP pool. But look at the damage coming in. There's no chance for the Wrecking Ball to survive that much. They have to somehow touch the point, but it is very hard to do so with so many squishies. Gala taking also out Psyhosa. It's not much left here, and we will end the first Nepal map with a 2-0 for Ataraxia Virtus, but literally every single sub-map went down to the wire. 100 to 99 each time. I think we're in for a treat, Mr. Jokey.
We're going to see some fight back from thick of it, because I don't think
look at that.
they're letting them lose. So they're fighting back, and I think they need a warm up. It's Saturday. It's the first match. Yeah, maybe they celebrated their 3 wins yesterday, so now they're going to wake up. I feel it.
Yeah, they might be thick of it as Ataraxa Virtus takes this 1-0 for now. So Nepal goes to them, and we know the rules here in this tournament as they are very similar to other tournaments. Right now, Thick of It is able to pick both mode and the map from a set map pool, and Ataraxa Virtus can pick the side, either attack or defense, of course. On some maps and modes, it's not that important to do that. Flashpoint, for example, push, even Clash. So where it really counts is on Escort and Hybrid, to be fair. But they have the choice if they wanted to. You've seen the team of Thick of It, and well, what would you expect? What mode they would pick, and which map would you see?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. They had some good plays with some more, flexible and fast heroes like Echo and Ball. So I think they're choosing a map where they can play this good opportunity out and show what they can and how fast they can play. And they showed it already with a few heroes. Maybe we'll see it with a whole stacked team.
Be interesting. So you would opt for both teams to be more divey. I like that. I
yeah.
really like that conclusion, and I would say so as well. Especially Ataraxa Virtus loves the speed, loves to go in aggressive, and I also thought that Doniki on the Sombra was doing some good work here. Together with Lazy, you just pick a target, just slam on it, hack it, just melt it down. Remember, we have the reworked Sombra, quote unquote reworked Sombra, the recently changed Sombra here on the board, because there are some things that the developers, of course, will just adapt from the game. And I don't know, for the team of Thick of It, the faster style, especially with the ball, was a little bit more stable. But at the same time, I have to say on Nepal Sanctum that Mauga Sigma take, where you have something anti-dive pokey, is also not the worst idea, because it has so much disruption potential against whatever Atraxa Virtus is doing. The problem is the tanks don't really have too much access to any squishy. So in that terms, you're leaving a lot of space open for Days 3Ox and Toniki to whip something up from the kitchen. And while we are talking right now about it, we have been talking about divey styles, and would you look at that? The map of maps for dive has been chosen by Thick of It. We're going to Gibraltar.
Yeah. Each map point proves some good opportunities for dive. The second point is a little bit harder because you have some more spots to hide against the dive, but it is still a favor for each dive player. And I think if I could save some hero picks, I would say we're going to see a Winston. Winston is always strong on this map. And yeah, as a second, the ball was strong from both tank players.
Yeah, definitely. I would be surprised to not see a Winston in these situations, honestly, and both teams, I think, can provide just that. I mean, for Thick of It, we haven't really seen it, but I would be surprised if they wouldn't have some Winston enjoyer in their team. And for Ataraxa, we already saw that, I think, yesterday against What the Hell, even though it was more of an experiment, to be fair. But I would say they can do this. They are definitely in the position to provide just that. So I see the chance for that, the potential.
Yeah. And maybe we're going to see a Sombra again. Still a good dive hero to push forward against the enemy line. Well, you can't flank the backline that easy anymore, but you still have the support of the jumping Winston, or at least with the off tank here in 6v6 with a Diva or the ball, who jumping in and support you as a Sombra player.
Yep, and I would say let's send it in. I think they are waiting for us.
Yep, we are ready, and they're already ready. I think we're born ready. for this
Yeah,
fight
of course.
today.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's send it in, guys. It's the match point for Ataraxia Virtus. It is time to see if the Spanish pride can prevail, if they can make this happen, and stay victorious here for a fourth time in a row, while Thick of It would be sent down with one loss. But still, it's not over yet. Watchpoint Gibraltar is the map pick of Thick of It, and they probably have a game plan for this. So whenever we're ready, we're going to go in. We already see the R's dropped in chat. So, it's only a matter of seconds, of moments, that we will see the action unfold.
But if Ataraxia wins today, it's going to be a statement for each other team on this tournament because, they've beaten the unbeatable, and I think this is going to change the mindset of some team players or some teams, and it boosts just their confidence.
Let's see the confidence of the teams. Let's see if Thick of It is ready. To fight back, to hit back against Ataraxia Virtus. There's no changes whatsoever, it seems like, on the respective roles. And let's see the compositions. Would you look at that? Back to 2017 we go, with the team of Ataraxia Virtus, Lazy and Guatemalteco both gonna provide us with some fancy classic Winston D.Va dive. Aren't you excited for that? Because I am.
Yeah. Well, I called it. I said, we're going to see at least one Winston, and here we have it. One Winston with a D.Va. It's a good outcome, because the Winston jumps in, the D.Va goes after it, eats all the bullets that should go for the Winston, and then maybe the Genji or the Tracer can just focus the squishies in the backline. So this is what I have learned when we played this comp. Maybe it changed in the playstyle, but I don't think it's changed that much. But Prime already setting up with a Widow and getting some picks. Close one for Toniki. Already almost got headshotted by Prime.
Interesting engage from Guatemalteco was clearing that room on the bridge. Lazy setting up for an engage, but what a rock! What a well-timed rock! And Lazy drops low here, has to use the bubble defensively, while Guatemalteco gets slammed as well, and also just gets out barely. But still, they have been pushing card a little bit, so they gain some space. Both DPS are caught in this little room. Toniki extremely low. Will make it past though. Also, the healing passive is active in this 7 HSKW workshop. So you saw that in action just now. Ataraxia Virtus is still pushing for some reason now. Finally, they bring somebody on card, while Cold Skin is extending some greetings to the backline of Ataraxia Virtus. Now a little bit of pressure in front. Dace Riox was able to get Prime out, will be traded out as well. Turns into a 5v5. Guatemalteco, though, makes it a good one for Ataraxia, as Psihosa is dead here, which is exactly what they want. Brick is now gone, so Snowman is gonna be up for the taking. The Juno is gonna be very susceptible to the Winston D.Va dive, but they don't really have to engage if they wanted to. They still try to fight this out. Now, finally, they go into the backline onto Snowman, but in the front line, with no healing available, REUPLOAD will just die, and look at the entire team of Thick of It getting blown up.
Yeah, Goldskin tried to save sometimes on minor point, but no, you have still the Brick and the Genji in the backline, and it was Gala too, so still 3 people that can damage you and just ignore the mines. And now they already have the high ground. This is the opportunity you want to have. You want to control the spaceship and get all the space you can. And Polo getting a shield kill on Prime. This is something good, and Dace rocks with a double fist kill on the Brick again. So Snowman lonely as before in the fight. Typhoon just getting killed. Well, he has no support because everyone is back in their spawn and no one can get out because they're holding their spawn. It is a match of giants, and they managed to hold the spawn.
That is insane. Okay, Ataraxia, I wasn't familiar with the game. I'm sorry. Lo siento mucho. That is insane, but at least they get a kill onto Polo here. But can they somehow bring this back? There's gonna be the try. At least they get Guatemalteco out of the map, but instantly responded by with a bomb here. Also Rep6 with a copy here, so you at least have some kind of tank, but still Typhoon will die in all of the storm of bullets. And there shouldn't be much to say here. Ataraxia Virtus is just having way too much momentum. Guatemalteco will be taken out of the map, but that is pretty much all of it. Rally will also be committed by Saihosa. No chance here to survive either. It's just a little overtime stagger just to make sure that the time bank is not as big. Just go in one by one, and now they will finally let loose of the point. Point be pushed in for the likes of Ataraxia Virtus with almost 5 minutes on the clock.
Well, still 5 minutes. I think they managed to get just half a minute off in this hold they did earlier. And now it's 5 minutes, and already space control from Lazy and Guatemalteco is on point. The D.Va going in alone, and maybe it was a little bit too greedy because Monkey and D.Va falling on her, jumping on her, and it is Polo who gets the kill on Coldskin. Now they're pushing again back into the spawn, holding them where they should not stay as long. So Lazy with his ultimate made some good juggles into the... What the hell is happening? Where did those kills came from? They were in spawn. They were in spawn. How could they got killed?
I have no clue. We saw that early on Prime as well. Coldskin is just gonna make it here onto the card to trigger overtime. Prime will try to go after somebody with a blade. So does the Days Reox. But the one that is really prevailing here is the Ataraxia Genji, who is just slaughtering back and forth Lazy, also with 2 primal kills here. This is absolute insanity. What has just happened to Thick of It? What happened to this Nepal game? Did that even happen? It was so close earlier. Well, okay, 2-0, but every single submap went down to the wire. Nothing of it. It's right here.
Did they change players and we didn't
I have no clue.
realize it?
I don't know. 3 minutes 38 in this time bank. A very massive time bank for Ataraxia in case Thick of It even makes it into the finish line. I can't. I'm concerned.
Surreal. It is something you dream of, but not in reality. So we will see how Thick of It is reacting to this. Are they going to pick a dive too? Or are they playing safer? They are going to pick a dive with Coldskin and Typhoon on D.Va and Ball. Prime still sticking to the Widow. Maybe this is the go they have to do right now. And it is Lazy and Guatemalteco. Again, playing dive on defense. Hard to play. Well, if you manage to pull it through, they have more opportunities to go into the backline.
Well, to be honest, with Lazy and Guatemalteco being such a fantastic tank duo, I'm not even surprised to see the dive. Honestly, this is Watchpoint Gibraltar after all. What else are you supposed to play, many people would now ask. That is a fantastic question, which, as you can see, is responded by a literal double dive, even though there is a different take to this, with Coldskin sticking to the ball. But anything else? Well, the backline take is a very interesting one, with Gala sticking to the Ana while Snowman is on the Juno, because you can really ask yourself, what are you exactly speeding around, especially on Watchpoint Gibraltar, where everything is just so vertical. It will get very much difficult to really get some value out of this. Maybe the Ana could be something, maybe you go something faster and just survive, but you know, anyways, they opted for this. Coldskin is already dead. You lose a lot of momentum with that. Saihosa way too much in the front line, trying to make something happen to deal some damage, but it's not going to be that easy. Now some aggression comes out from Coldskin, who forces all of the cooldowns from Gala, so that is a start that you can maybe potentially work with if you get the necessary kills. But Days Reox, well, he thinks otherwise. He will just take that kill onto his counterpart, onto Prime.
And Gala ready with his Nano, just waiting for Days Reox to get maybe his ultimate, but you can still come in with Lazy. But yeah, he just can't pull his ultimate, stay in the front line, pushing him back to spawn again, and they're in defense. So you guys, you have to remember, the attacking team spawns a little bit faster or have a shorter way to go back to the point. Still, they get hold in their spawn. They can't get out. They just need to flee back and heal again and try to get out and get back again. And a full spawn hold again, but Ataraxia, 3 ultimates up against almost, 4 ultimates up, and Ataraxia and the Thick of It has almost 5 ultimates. So here comes the first ultimate and gets denied from Coldskin. He pulls the ultimate and Destriox getting just
that's huge.
instantly deleted with his ultimate. And now they have to fall back a little bit. Lazy,
that
by
was
the
too
way, getting a
greedy.
kill on Prime, so it is even.
It was a little bit greedy there in front. Nice minefield from Coldskin. Will get the kill onto Polo. That's exactly the death you want. Maybe you can get some access onto Gala now, who's just very elusive. You barely see him here. Lots of pressure now onto Typhoon, who wants to stick to this mech, but drops extremely low. No heals really available in that case. Has to pop that bomb. Still some kills come in. Guatemala Deco, though, in the backline will get the kill onto Snowman. Drops extremely low. Will use the bomb here just to reset the mech. Maybe get a kill here. No, it's actually Prime getting the kill onto the Baby Diva in the meantime. Then will also be deployed here, but gets shut down as well. So after all of this, Ataraxia Virtus will falter, and the point A is already pushed in.
Yeah, but the second point is a little bit harder to play, and they have the advantage to get on the spaceship first. Yeah, it was close, but still, the ball, Coldskin doing his job, just annoying everyone, rolling in, peeking up, jumping somewhere around, and just pushing them away from the high ground. And it is Coldskin who gets the first kill on Quatemalteco, loses his mech and instantly dies. Toniki getting a wrench on Fisosa. But is this enough? Yes, Toniki with a second kill. Coldskin again with a kill. It's 4v4 and Ataraxia needs to fall back. Yeah, they're just getting deleted.
That was a little bit greedy there. A little bit split as well. Lazy went in while the rest of the team was still setting up. So a good chance here for Thick of It to maybe get a chance. They should get a kill potentially onto the backline here again, but they just disengage. Coldskin needs to be careful here. Not just enough HP. And Guatemala goes out of the mech again. It just seems to get from bad to worse, seemingly, for Ataraxia Virtus, who just, at some point, were looking like they were faltering, but as I was speaking, both Doniki and Lazy were just going around, taking back the space they have lost. So, there's still a chance for them to hold this, but 2.5 minutes, and Guatemalteco is still out of mech, but can remech right now. They actually just did it? No. 70%. Yeah, oh good.
There's some percentage left. They're setting up their next attack. It is Coldskin who engages first on the high ground, just going after the Genji. Here comes the Blade, and it is Prime who gets a Blade kill on Polo. Coldskin again getting kill on Gala. No supports for Ataraxia. Coldskin again in the kill feed to be seen, and Guatemalteco getting kill on Snowman, but not enough. Not enough. Just one guy for Ataraxia here. They just easily can push it right into the payload, into the point. Nope, the point does not. The bomb does not connect.
Blown up. Yeah, it's probably gonna be another stagger fight here, but Destriox immediately dead. Rexes couldn't even pop that copy, just gets melted immediately by Toniki. Guatemalteco again feasting on the backline. Now it's gonna be the bomb set in by Typhoon, who stays alive here. Lazy dies here, also gets back into mech. The pulse bomb though, very dangerous for Typhoon, who is so weak now that he has to fear that blade of Destriox, who goes into the backline, gets the kill onto Prime. Looking now onto the D-mech for Typhoon, will succeed in doing just that. With a rally on point for Polo, you still have an additional tank on the point, and it seems like they have made it possible. Even though Destriox dies here in the end, Ataraxia will actually hold on for a little longer and bring Thick of It in a very bad position, down to 60 seconds, but still sitting on a copy.
Getting a late pick on Snowman was important here. They are 5v6 now, 2 meters left on the payload. Are they able to push it in? The last meters, 50 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a close fight. REUPLOAD getting some damage in and getting a copy on Winston, following the Diva, low HP in the backline. This is important. Now the rest of the team getting somewhere punished in the small room, just juggling around in the left and to the right corner. Snowman with the next pick on Destriox. Now the payload is contested. 2 people from Thick of It. Pushing it in, Gala getting a pick. It is still intense. No one pushes the payload. They're just following the enemies into their spawn point. Typhoon getting a pick, and someone was nano. I think it was Lazy who got the nano from Gala to buy some more time. It is 12 seconds on the clock. Are they able to push it into the overtime?
Lazy's dancing. Lazy's still alive somehow. 21 HP, sorry. And there's still a chance for them to survive. Bomb is just gonna be set in this doorway. They can't really push out with that. Still, they are contesting, and Ataraxia Virtus, there's nothing left of them. After all of this, again, Thick of It will make it happen. The overtime magic helped, certainly. But now, they have only 90 seconds plus here. It needs to be a seamless attack. They're still sitting on this blade from Prime. Snowman could be able to support this with a fantastically placed orbital ray, if possible. Dace Riox also making an interesting swap here. Of course, point C is very high ground centric, lots of long sidelines. So why not try it? Why not whip out the sniper? Of course, they have a lot of dive. But if you trust your team, you might be able to pull this off. And as you can see, it's already paying dividends as Gala will pick Cold Skin.
And Widow has easy sideline onto someone to get some kills, maybe. Dazed Riox will focus on the Echo and a clean committed headshot on REUPLOAD. Goldskin getting Toniki, but again a headshot on Brick. One supporter left. It is Snowman again, alone, healing his team. Nope, it is Snowman who gets killed the next. And now they're falling back. Goldskin and Prime setting up.
Riox. Look where he's standing. That is quite interesting. That's very, very hard to get. But now, let's see. 20 seconds left still. 4 ultimates pretty much ready for both teams. So it's got to be a clash here. The final one. The chance for Thick of It to maybe make it into the last point. But look at that. Dace Riox, even with all the time in the world, he's not able to get this pick here. Nanobu's got to be engaged here. Snowman also with that orbital ray. Of course, we're going to see a lot of ultimates coming out. Doniki trying to get a kill here, but Saihosa makes it into the rally. 2 kills already secured. Toniki and Polo are dead. Prime also trying to get Guatemalteco out of the map, which is going to be done right now, who also gets killed immediately. Lazy as well. I think Guatemalteco is still sitting on that bomb, which is actually a very interesting save of that ultimate because they have another recontest. There's still a chance for them, but now with the wall hacks, Dace Riox, of course, has a shooting range in front of him.
And now it is overtime. No one is allowed to leave, or at least one guy has to stay on the payload, and Typhoon dropping low on the payload. Here comes the mine to secure some more space to push the payload the last meters into the goal. There's Riox getting the first pick on REUPLOAD. Here comes the bomb, and the bomb doesn't connect, but it is a headshot and another headshot. Both supporters are down. There's Riox getting 2 kills on the team of Thick of It. Another headshot on Typhoon, and it is over.
Bien jugado, chicos. Ataraxia Virtus makes it into the 4-0 standing with a 2-0 against Thick of It. And that is quite interesting to see that power level. We have expected a lot already from Ataraxia. And here you go, the 4th victory in a row. Thick of It losing for the first time. Let's see, this is the double headshot here onto the support line. It's so crucial to get these healing sources out of the enemy's portfolio. And there was the 3rd one as well, caught in 4K on this Podgy. Finally, the Podgy system actually works on this patch, of course, on this code and stuff. Of course, you know. But anyways, 2-0. Ataraxia Virtus will take this victory home. The only team now of being unbeaten. A Thick of It after a very good fight. Unfortunately, that is their first loss. But, you know, chances for them to make it into the playoffs are still, well, extremely high, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. And, well, other teams are fighting too. 2 are still fighting. No, only 1 is still playing. Because everyone else already got the results. And it is Romania.
No, we're actually done. Wait, I think we're actually done with everything, right?
I need to refresh again. Maybe it is just... No, Kiri Krippers is still playing against Divergent Esports.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I was on the wrong page there. But yeah.
All right.
Kiri Krippers is still playing against Divergent Esports. The rest is already in. And well, we got only 2 zeros across the board.
Yep.
Let's see if
as always.
Wait a minute, what? Calva Nui just lost 0-2 versus the voices are too loud.
What happened there?
Damn. What the hell is that?
That's crazy.
Calva Nui maybe toppling a little bit. Interesting. And Semper also getting beaten by No Name. Another interesting team that we didn't really have on the bingo card either. Like No Name, they were just creeping around in the midfield, probably in the lower top 8. And then suddenly they pop up and kill one of the proposed top 4 teams. That is Semper Baltic. Okay, this tournament is getting real spicy right now. I love it.
Yeah, as I told you earlier, the midfield is packed and they're still fighting to get into the top 8. And, well, no one wants to give up their space.
Yep, and we'll see how it goes then, of course, we will wait out the last match and see how that goes. So we will send you in a little break, wait for this match to finish. We expect this to be in, let's say, around 10 minutes. If this is a 3-mapper, it should be around 10 minutes. So we'll wait it out, and once we got the news, we will come back to tell you about it. So, heading into a quick break. See you guys around.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard to let you go? Let you go.
I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Harder. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time starts down, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights. Turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of
All right, welcome back here from that break from round 4. Every game is done, and in the end, also Curious Grippers could get an interesting victory over Divergent Esport with a little bit of a delay. But, well, round 5 has already been seeded, as you could see, and we have chosen a very interesting match. I would say it's the match of Dark Horses. No Name versus The Voices Are Too Loud, with, interestingly, The Voices Are Too Loud being second place right now.
And we have no idea who or how are they playing. What's their play style? Are they strong or just lucky to get this far? No, we don't know them. So we're an open book for this matchup, and I'm really hyped. I want to see how those, as you called them, dark horses are going to play, and maybe they're a big surprise in this tournament.
Yeah, they could be something. For example, The Voices Are Too Loud has taken the map of Ataraxia Virtus, which means they are the only team to ever take a map from the leading team that hasn't even lost a single matchup so far. And No Name, they have been carving their way through the midfield team, so they are also looking to somehow get into the top 4, as they have been beating the likes of Semper, for example, who were fan favorites of Semper with many interesting and talented players. Yet here they are, being, well, literally no names and being on the upper half on the table. So, as Joki said, we don't have any clue what these teams are going to be like, except that they have been delivering. They have been beating some teams here and there. I've already taken a look into the participants sheet, and so far, I have to say there are some names I actually recognize, and I think both of these teams are 6v6 regulars, so something comparable to Thick of It, that these are rather teams that are specialized in the 6v6 environment and therefore just know the game mode a little bit better than anyone else.
So you recognize some names, so you know how they play, or can you predict their play style?
Not really, to be honest, but I can see that there's some regulars in between from the Magic 6 server. Also, here again, the
Yeah.
little announcement if you want to join in on the action, the Magic 6 Discord is open and available to everyone. So at some point, you will see the join link in the chat. So if you're interested in some regular 6v6 pucks with a workshop code you are seeing in this tournament, make sure to join here in the Discord. We are welcoming everyone. It's open to any rank. Just bring some good vibes and have fun in these modes.
And we already have picked the teams we're spectating, and the map is already set up too. It is going to be Lijiang Tower, a good old map. Everyone knows it. And it has a few opportunities for different playstyles.
Definitely. Depending on the sub map, we see more brawly styles, we see more divey styles. Especially when you go in gardens, obviously. We have also seen a little bit of flyer action there. We've seen the Pharah come out at some point here from some teams on gardens, especially. Night Market is an open book. We have seen divey styles, we've seen brawly styles there. It is a question of handwriting. What do you really like in your team? What can you play? What hero pools do your players have? And usually on Control Center, you barely see any dive, but at some point you will see some ball here and there. And we have also seen an iteration with Semper where they actually picked the Doomfist Zarya combo into
And
this
it was
map,
strong.
which I also loved. Yeah, absolutely. They have been slaying with that.
Yeah, and well, we saw the other team. I think which team was it who played against Voltic? It was Divergent Esports, right?
Yeah, Divergent Esports, yes.
Yeah, they picked the Brawl for this map for Lijiang Tower, and they kind of struggled to even get to the point. So maybe dive or a faster hybrid dive is the answer here for the win.
A little hard to stop those divey components, especially if you have very gifted players behind them, so you know how to move in those close quarters and how to avoid the wrong people in these compositions. But at the same time, we have to say that when a brawly style was played, no team was really leaning heavily towards it. We haven't really seen a classic brawl where you just go Ryan Zarya, Ryan Diva, and then you have something anti-dive. You have a Reaper, you have a Bastion, or you have both. We have sometimes seen a Cassidy somewhere in between that actually was quite efficient against Doomfist teams. We don't really see those picks coming out from many Brawl teams into dive-centric teams, which is a little surprising. I guess many people just love to play whatever they like, whatever they think is fun. But of course, if you want to make it into the top 8, at some point you should really throw your personal tastes away and see if you can get a game plan going, get a counter strategy going to any teams you're facing. Because honestly, this bracket could not be more twisted right now. Even the teams of Semper and Calvanui, who have been starting very strongly, which we deemed to be some of the favorite teams here, are right now on the back foot. They could even drop out if they lose their next matchups, which is so intriguing about this. Yeah, Ataraxa Virtus is just riding into the sunset, but the rest of the teams is still fighting out for the chance to make it into the playoffs and maybe get their hands on some of that money that you get for making it into top 4.
Yeah, well, you don't really want to lose, but it's only 2 matches left for today, and that's all we have to offer to those teams. More they are not planned. So 2 matches. One for a few teams is already running. We're still waiting for our teams, but it's going to be the next one is going to be this decider matchup. Who's going to be in the top 8 and who is not? So
I see the lobby is actually filled up. Interesting names also. Anton Coco fan. I love Crandrop. Crandrop. I'm saying Crandrop because of that fantastic emote where he just falls off his chair after C9ing in a match. I love this. Whenever somebody finds that GIF, please send it to me. I need it.
I haven't seen it.
It's so funny. You have no clue. But yeah, I love Crandop is also a name. But for example, Mapsy is one I know. Mapsy is one that I know from. Oh, is it from the? I think Mapsy is from the Magic 6 community as well. So there is that, and you have the No Name team, which, well, is not that known to me at least.
Nope. Me neither. I can't recognize any names. So open book.
Open book indeed. Maybe we can get something from the Discord. because accounts are just accounts,
Yeah,
right?
let's stalk them. Come on.
Exactly. come
Let's
on.
find anything about a family, their jobs.
Yeah, of course. Let's go. Let's make some files. Like we are literally a secret service of some sort. See, Mapsy. Well, Simonizer. I think I recognize the name Simonizer. In the no-name team, well, they pretty much have this. Well, not really the same names, but not really any recognizable names that I know. I could check if those are really from the OG 6v6 server. And let's see. Well, actually, that person doesn't. That's quite interesting. I'm just going through all the profiles now. Don't mind me. To the production, whenever you want, you can send it in. We're just looking at some profiles, but honestly, we want to look at gameplay at this point.
I think they're still discussing something in-game chat, so the teams are still trying to figure out who's going to win this via chat. So they're playing rock paper scissors. No, they're
Pretty
not.
much.
But well, yeah. But a quick
Let's
reminder
ping
for
him.
you: we've made some advertisement for Magic6, but the Semper community should also be called out. So it's another Overwatch community, mostly, or not only Overwatch, but you can join this community too. There are a few games we support, and you can find a team or create a team if you want. And this Discord will help you to get better and maybe climb to the world class in esport. Join the community, and if you want to, you can be part of the production team too, as a caster, as an observer, or produce. You can just join and write those people. I don't know who is the one you have to write, but you can.
Probably Turbo.
And
If you see him in chat, Turbo
yeah.
505, he is one of the recruiters, and of course, Lars, our owner, the heart and soul of this organization, is also pretty much everywhere. In terms of commitment, he's also right now producing with us here, so you can also write him a letter if you want to join the broadcasting team as well.
So we're still waiting. I see. Okay, their captain is still busy doing
Filling the
some team captain team captain stuff. So the team's still waiting.
Yeah. Well, honestly, appreciate it. That's for us, obviously. The document we're talking about is the caster sheet. So yeah, of course, that's something funny. So let's look into that, I guess. Would you look at that? So Anton Kokofan, for example, is the Simonizer. We have seen him already here in chat, I think. So hello, there's Simonizer. Also dropped a follow just recently. Thank you so much. Famous for Simonizing and proud owner of the voices are too loud. Interesting. This a top 13 peak. Wait a minute. Also, GM1 Mapsy. Yeah, Mapsy. GM1 peak. Top 20 OWCS. Stage 3 with Semper. Yes. That is where no Mapsy from.
Yeah, we already know yes.
Oh yeah, yes. We know yes. God dang it. Our people from France, I think, right? That was an interesting tournament team that had a very interesting vibe to them. So there you go with that. Cocobongo also most avoided player EU. God dang it. And then you still respect. I guess in custom games you can't really avoid anyone. So there is that. Serial. Then we have Benny, who is I think Fever right here in the lobby, if I'm not mistaken. Also GM1. Like we see this is a very high rank lobby, and as far as I know, all of these players, or some of these, have some 6v6 capabilities, talents, experiences. And I would say this has to be the case for most of the players right now in this entire lobby, because we're gonna send it in. Lijiang Tower gonna start off on Night Market, as we can see. And this is probably the map that has the most hybrid potential in terms of compositions. So let's see what they pick.
And it is, well, Mapsy on Jungle Queen so far, and Anton Kokofan with the ball, mirroring Viper. I don't know, Viper? Let's keep it with Viper. And we have some, speedy heroes on both sides. Sam on Symmetra just for the TP to get it faster to the point. And now Let's see. The first speed goes in. The second comes next with losing speed. Benny speeding his team into the enemy line. Now they just jump into each other. The first damage getting in from Sam on Symmetra, just a casual spam damage. That's, yeah, well, as you want to do it. And now Cyril flanking, keeping focus on the backline. The ball is distracted with the Tracer in the backline. So the team of the Voices Are Too Loud has the time to get to the point. A Jungle Queen versus Zarya is going to be hard. You have no shield or no protection against this
Nice.
beam, but still Mapsy and Zero getting the first 2 picks and deciding the first fight, I think.
And the Voices Are Too Loud, maybe slightly favorized here in these matchups, but just because they were able to get Ataraxa Virtus out. In terms of composition, it's interesting to see that Symmetra strat that they just whipped out, for some reason... Okay,
What?
wait a minute, how did you get Sam like that? That is legal. Vibrant gets a kill here, so there's a chance now, and for some reason
We
feed is
have no
gone.
screen. Now here it is back again. It is Viper.
Oh, Mapsy
Just
with a
showing
double
Mapsy with a huge kill here on Beneath and as Pip is there choose no supports for No Name.
Whee! the little failed front flip there from Suit Ton Coeur. Well, that's artistic and all, but you're not gonna get anywhere with that in these matches. Of course, you need to win the team fights. 40% and counting now for the team of the Voices Are Too Loud. Still waiting on too much action from No Name, who are falling flat a little bit in these matchups. We see a switch from Kokobongo onto the Cassidy, so you will have your hands full, of course, with the Tracer and the ball running around. Obviously, that's going to be the Queen ultimate instead. Minefield also on main, so you want to split the team somehow. Mapsy gets the kill onto Benny, and also Kokobongo falls here. So yet again, it seems like the Voices Are Too Loud are going to win this team fight, but they drop the point here, and, well, at least you will get some time for this. Sweet on Curl with a 2-piece, but the turret is a little bit too much for the little Tracer here. So that's that. At least you snatch away 11%, but, well, obviously you cannot really rely on that with 70% on the enemy half.
No, and they used 2 ultimates and just 1 on the side of No Name. And the Graph could be helpful here to get the next team fight. They're just going in. Here comes the ultimate. Here comes the Graph. Just 1 in, I see. And it's a Serial with a pulse bomb kill on Benit. As Pip getting down to no supports for No Name again. And the Voices Are Too Loud just keeping the control of the point for them. 95%. No one can get back to the point, I think. No one fast enough.
No.
Switch to Diva was a good try, but nope. The time is over too soon.
Okay, that was quite the insanity. What a wash for that poor team No Name that, well, is trying to make a name right now, but as we can see, the Voices Are Too Loud. Well, they are on second place for a good reason, and we also have to highlight Mapsy here, showing the strength of the Queen. We have not seen much Queen throughout this entire tournament. I think that is, in fact, the first Queen we see here on stream, and god dang it, Mapsy, alright then. I love to see that as an off-tank enjoyer. And a Queen ball composition is quite interesting. We have been talking about the Sigma ball composition, but of course Sigma is better at avoiding damage, but doesn't have as much burst potential. So I would say a very confident player chooses the Queen over the Sigma in these cases, especially when it's brawly. And now we will see Gardens hopping in, TP right on the side of the point, and immediately point control taken for the likes of the Voices Are Too Loud, and we see a few swaps in composition in terms of No Name.
And Viper, half HP, dropping low again. Both tanks just try to get some focus in, and Mapsy gets the turret, but Cozy with the first kill and onto Kokofan. Fever gets the revenge on Kokobongo. Mapsy here in the kill feed again. So a Jungle Queen is the pick here. Good damage amount here, getting out on the team. Serial getting easy kill on Beneath. And yeah, Mapsy again. Well, just Mapsy MVP so far.
Okay, now I'm curious. Whenever we see the Voices Are Too Loud facing Ataraxa Virtus, please wake me up. I need to see that. For now, we see how this team was able to make it so close against the Viper. Oh, they get out the Serial. Wait a minute. How did that happen? That's again such a peculiar kill. With Viper now on point, there should be some chance for them to at least get some pressure, but Mapsy, of course, makes it past here. Look at the damage already. Of course, the DM is no use onto the Orisa here because the Symmetra beam will just make sure that this will be awkward. Sweet Donker with a pulse bomb almost ready, but Zerial on the other half will use his and gets the kill onto Kokobongo, but you also lose Sam in front, which means no beam in front, but Mapsy will go deep with that Rampage, looking for the target. Didn't purple too much. Still, there should be enough pressure for him to at least provide something. It looked like at least, but those 2 quick kills onto both tanks will tell a different story, but still, there's a chance for them to come back. Quick TP from Sam onto the point, and the Coalescence as well.
And yeah, Viper has some hard time to stay alive, almost dropping low. This occur, getting 2 kills. Cyril and Sam, both DPS on the Voice Not Too Loud, are dead. It's hard to get the damage out now for them, and Cozy getting the next kill. Both tanks getting their job done. It is Viper who gets the next kill on Mapsy, and now the team fight is over. For now, they can stabilize for a few seconds. It is their point, so easy for that. Now we see already Serial flanking on the right side with the support of ball, getting the position of the enemy line, getting the information to the team, and now we see the next engage.
Interesting. I love this matchup so far, and really love to see also now No Name punching back. That compositional swap seems to pay dividends now, but Anton Kokofan already has that minefield deployed for the Voice Not Too Loud. Kokobombo wants to counter this with a Molten Core, which is well placed. You gain a lot of space through that. Kokobongo will be yeeted in, but Anton Kokofan, I'm not sure about that. That's another team fight that goes to the likes of No Name, and that's what we like to see. The first map could have maybe been a warm-up. That is quite the different side, and also we have to highlight the top here. I think that was not the first top we actually see on stream, but this top from Kokobongo is so good, especially against Zero, who can't really move around. None of the very mobile parts can move around, but now with that photon barrier in front, you have a lot of chances to go in, especially when Viper falls in the front line.
And Zero getting a kill on Viper, who dies with his ultimate. Adon Kokofan rolling in, rolling out, getting some space done for his team. Then Moira's Coalescence going in, getting some damage done, and maybe kills. No, it's just for the support, and now they're rushing forward, getting some more damage in. Playing it safe right now, because still there's an ability from Viper to push him down on this bridge. No one wants to happen. And Viper on the flank on the left side, pushing aggressively in. Already half HP getting topped by supporters, which are doing a great job. And now comes the ultimate Rampage, and here comes the Jungle Queen, huge on Viper. Still there's that with his ultimate.
Almost quite the try here. Sweetonker gets I Love Kandop, which is actually quite important here. But can they make it up to the point? They cannot.
No!
They can't.
Going to the point.
Voices are too loud. Indeed, they are. They will win this Lijiang Tower for now in such a chaotic manner. But it's good to see that at least there was a warm-up. There was a sign of life coming out from No Name there in the second map, which makes me very excited for the next, because they will have the map pick, and also there's the highlight here, Mapsy just showing the strength of the Queen. But as said, there wasn't really any effort to well, at least target Mapsy at some point with some swap we have seen. While the Orisa Diva, of course, those are 2 tanks though that you don't really like to see when you're playing the Queen. But with the ball just being able to boop around any squishy that was trying to get onto the Queen, but that's the issue with Orisa Diva, right? Both of those tanks don't really have your burst damage. You can outmaneuver them. You just need to make sure that none of the squishies, none of the DPS especially, are looking at you. So you can do your work. And I would say we have to highlight on Anton Kokofan for exactly that. To me, honestly, the tanks of the Voices Are Too Loud have been, well, impressive.
Yeah, they have such good harmony. They share the same mind. Both of them know what to do. The team trusts them. And you could have seen this. You could have seen this in these matches. The trust in this team is enormous. No Name, well, struggled a bit. Sometimes lost the focus, and this was, yeah, that's a good go for them.
Ooh. Well, we are just hearing the next map pick, by the way. That is why I'm making that face. So the next map pick, an all-time classic, one that you will enjoy, and many others of those 6v6 enjoyers from the classic times, we're going to King's Row, folks. Would you look at that?
Yes.
Mwah.
Kings are a beautiful map. And for the first point, maybe again an open point for some widow duels. I like to see them. I love it.
The pop shots, right? Or the good
Yeah.
old Ryan Zarias coming out, or Ryan
Oh,
Diaz
yeah.
probably coming in. It's quite interesting to see. Um,
A good old
and
May brawl would be nice. So it's such a with May and Ryan, Lucy Speed, Walls, the
that's
classic old brawl.
such a classic, but I would say
Yeah.
a matter of taste. I'm not always a fan of casting May gameplay. I have to say, oh, there's got to be a freaking hotel with Wi-Fi and a pool suddenly appearing behind a tank and you just die. But the good thing is, in 6v6, those problems are less severe because, well, May, as you know, has been reworked for Overwatch 2, and the rework is right here in place. So you're not getting just frozen up, you're not just getting walled up, and the May just holds that left click and you can't move afterwards because you just turn into a popsicle. That won't happen. And another thing is the wall breaks down a little faster because you have a second tank. You have another damage source that is shooting the wall, and the wall doesn't have more HP than in any other iteration in 5v5. So I would say, even though I'm not always enjoying the playstyle, I wouldn't mind seeing it because I think in 6v6. Oh wait, in the any what? Excuse me? Excuse me? Eichenwalde, never mind then. Dang
Oh,
it, man.
we talked some bullshit to you
Really?
guys.
Ah,
It
that's
is not Scrimrow.
we were already. Well, okay, my day is ruined. We're not
But
gonna
still a
have.
beautiful map we're
Sure.
getting as an excuse.
Sure.
It's still good. We already saw it. It is Eichenwalde. Yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
the
It's locked
German
in.
map.
Where did the King's Row come from, please? What is that? God dang, a little bit. Who then said it was King's Row? Somebody just told me that King's Row is not in the map pool. Okay, then I guess let's swap out the producer then, I suppose.
Yeah.
See you, Matt.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
No. Let's stay here. we want
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
don't worry.
produce, and we're ready for Eichenwalde. Well,
Yeah, we're ready
not
whenever.
a good, still a good map for the Maycomb we talked about. Still would be able to do this, but
I mean, you can on first point, right?
yeah,
Even
yeah,
on
you
point
can first.
C, honestly.
Yeah, but the second point is going to be hard for me. So you have
Yes,
to swap
yeah.
around, and it would be better if you go for some fly heroes like Pharah or Echo.
Oh, absolutely. Usually something you like to see, especially the Echo. If you're on defense, we see a lot of Pharah, of course, because you
Yeah.
can just spam your missiles from the skies, from the castle, and you're kind of hard to contest. And if a tank wants to come for you, there needs to be a cooldown. Usually it needs to be burned. Otherwise, they have to walk all around the castle, where you will probably hear them or see them just enter the castle, because there is not really any hiding spot, any shortcut that you can take. So that's the thing about Eichenwalde. It's maybe strategically a little deeper than King's Row because of this
Yeah.
geometry change in the map once you make it to point B. And it's usually a test to even the best teams to see how you can break through this. Because especially the first choke point around the gate can be somewhat defender-sided. We have seen some crazy brawls coming out that make sure that you cannot go across this gate and you can't really enter the castle. So we'll see what we will see now, though, because Eichenwalde is in, and we're gonna see the picks. And oh my, another interesting pick from Mapsy. We're gonna see the Mauga apparently, but remember, they are on attack. This might be just some, spawn shenanigans. So we'll see. But on the other side, look at what Viper is picking, and that is the defender side. Never mind, it's Orisa. I'm shutting up already. It's okay.
That is Viper again on Orisa. He showed what he can do with his hero, but Mapsy, you can't underestimate him. You have to have him on your radar, and with Mauga you have much damage input, but Kazi switching or picking Sigma could be the go-to against, both tanks on side of the voices are too loud. We will see.
Alright, let's have it, shall we? Already, the first good knife here from Mapsy. There's no Mauga indeed coming out here. It's gonna be Orisa Sigma, funny enough. Okay then. a classic, but as said, not really with a double shield anymore. Orisa doesn't have a shield. Sigma at least has already both cooldowns out of Suitong Curl, who is just caught in front. Still alive though somehow. And now, of course, Antokokofan is gonna look for that kill, but won't be able to secure it. Actually, Suitong Curl will get the kill onto Mapsy instead. No Name has indeed woken up. The defense looking sturdy here on Eichenwalde so far, and that's quite interesting to see. The composition extremely defensive, but not entirely, thanks to Kokobongo just roaming around on that Sojourn.
I love Crown Drop just aggressively juicing out the HP from No Name, getting his ultimate already to 70%. Well, as a Mara, it is not that hard. And Don Kokofan playing a difficult and dangerous game here. Sam dropping low as Serial 2, and it is Sam who gets picked first by Viper, who is boosted by the Nano from SPIP, and Serial gets killed by Suskunkur, and Kozi getting the kill on Mapsy, and here is No Name. They woken up and they showed how they can defend this first choke point.
So far, so good. No Name showing off their skill, showing off their style for now. So, not looking too bad, and interesting what the Voices Are Too Loud are doing, trying to go with the backline Coalescence here, and Spip gets blown up immediately. Kokobongo wants to counter that, but doesn't need a shot. He end up doing a 3-piece here with that skill op. Would you look at that? A fourth one follows onto Go6. Okay, then there you go. There's the DPI check with the left click. There you go. That's gonna be the first point.
A flanking Moira in this tournament. You don't see a flanking Moira really often, so it is like a unicorn. And they won this fight with this unicorn. And now they set up on the high ground. Already 3 people scouting them out in the backline. Some flanky gameplay around here. May use her block already. Here comes a huge Junker Queen ultimate from Mapsy. Undercoco uses this chance, gets some more kills. Mapsy 2 kills with his ultimate, and the team fight already over. Just 2 people alive. It's only the Sigma left, and Mapsy with a 4K in this team fight. This was quick executed.
So, what to do now? What to do now? So a little bit sad for No Name, to be honest. They had such a good momentum going for them. We see a few swaps coming out as they realize that this Orisa Sigma composition not really working out. They swap in a Zarya instead for that, just to take a little bit more brawly and make sure that Mapsy needs to be a little bit more careful. Still swings in on that and gets another swing just because you get that reset. Another swing! Excuse me, what is that? Well, that is the reset of the axe hitting. Whenever you hit a target, it resets by 2 seconds. And they are just trapped. They can't leave. There's a minefield also deployed here, and look at the aggression, look at the disrespect coming out from the Voices Are Too Loud. No Name's reign seems to be over Eichenwalde, at least for now, because the second point, well, it's just gone in a quick fell swoop.
Yeah, quicker than I could read something, and now we have the last point set up. And a Viper already again. Low HP Kokobongo with the first kill on Under Kokofan. 1 DPS, one tank. Less on a team. I have a tongue twister. Suskunkur kills Mapsy. Zero gets the revenge on him, but Kokobongo just here for his team, defending the payload on the 3rd point. And now they need to push back a little bit further. Otherwise, it's not looking good for the Voices Are Too Loud.
Interesting to see that also now the compositions come into play. Point C, a little bit more brawl heavy. Zarya is a better brawler against Queen in this case, and you see Kokobongo now coming alive as he gets a few kills. Here's Sweet Donker as well. Everything is just grouped up, and it's not easy to avoid the Zarya from now on, and that's what Mapsy will feel. He will be kept at bay. Kokobongo a little bit too greedy here. Wanted that kill onto Isle of Grandop. But now you're missing that Sojourn, and you have a chance to push in. Still, you're sitting on a few ultimates, so you can use that. And Anton Kokofan is already dead. That's going to be the photon barrier here. The TP try will actually be just fine, but Go6, also with the flux around, gets a few kills here. Well, it's all kicking off now. Even Zerial with a pulse bomb for some reason. Okay, guys. Well, let's just take the entire ult economy and just flip it around.
Yeah, well, No Name still has 3 ultimates up against 1 for Anton Kokofan, and mine's not really do the work here. They have to set it up correctly, maybe in the backline, but you have to go to the backline first. And it's hard with a Sigma Rock and so on to get there. And Moira ultimate falling in too, and it's again out of Grand Drop with a 2k. Sam follows him with a 2k and gets a fast team wipe. Holy moly.
Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Still 2.5 minutes here to do. You have both tank ultimates on the side of the Voices Are Too Loud. Only Stone Girl and Viper gets blown up before it can even reach the point. Benny gets the kill onto Zerial, but look at Mapsy. That rampage that we just were talking about gets 2 immediate kills. It's just way too rough right now at Kokobongo. Yeah, there's not much left of the Sojourn here either. So every time you see No Name pop off at some point, well, that didn't take long for the Voices Are Too Loud to punch through again. It's really scary to see this team adapt to the situation, and every time they can get a spanner in the work into No Name's game plan, they seem to rush through. It barely happens that they really get stopped. Like, did you realize that? They swamp through first point, then through second, then get stopped on point C again, just for 1.5 team fights roundabout. And after that, they lose another team fight and they just push through with 2 minutes and 9 seconds still on the card. It's really interesting to see that. So you can stop the Voices Are Too Loud, but whenever the momentum is there, it's just way too hard to stop.
And we see, if you talk, that they're adapting so fast to the, well, changes No Name does. No Name just swapping around heroes. Meanwhile, the Voices Are Too Loud just keeping their mindset and keeping their calm. Just, well, learning on the go. Well, we will see. Viper picking the Doomfist right now. Maybe a better pick here to get faster, on the point, faster kills. But you have your team to follow. And if your team can't keep up, it's hard for you as a Doomfist against 2 tanks 6v6 with Sam on the Junkrat. So we will see who gets the important picks. And it is Anton Kokofan who just gets the first big slam into it, and Mapsy and Zerial are ready for it. They just waited for the slam onto the enemy backline. Viper getting a good kill on Anton Kokofan, but nope, 1 is not enough. And first fight already decided. They need to fall back a little bit to stabilize. Nope, no, I was wrong. They don't need to stabilize. It is Mapsy still in the front line, getting kill after kill, and, well, pushing his ultimate already to 50%.
Fast here, not looking too great for now, but still a little bit of time is still available. Zerial though with an early pick onto Benny, certainly not what you like to see. And again, they see 1 support down, so let's just rush in. Sam also with a Junkrat here. Some people will enjoy that, but Mapsy, well, biting off a little bit more than you can chew. Still, Viper will be traded out. So you trade a tank for another, but at least you have the spawn door around the corner. So Mapsy will take a while. You see that the team of No Name is taking their time. They don't really want to rush in just yet. And Zerial, look at Zerial getting in position to maybe get someone off guard for now. Kokobongo. That Pharah is quite scary.
Everyone was hiding on the side of the Voices Are Too Loud, so no one knows where they are. And so you're getting a pick on Kokobongo, but Kazi on Isle of Grand Drop, so 1 supporter is out. And Junker Queen's ultimate maybe has some impact here on the side for the Voices Are Too Loud. And yes, it has. Zerial getting some more kills, fighting against someone in the backline. But we are safe right now. Fever on S-Pip. Next is Junker Queen ultimate onto the Junkrat. And Kokobongo getting more kills. And it is a little bit chaotic, but Kokobongo is the match decider here for this team fight.
Wow. Finally, you break the chains, you break free here. You get 2 ticks. Not exactly sure. Well, they are in position to actually get back. And Mapsy on the Doomfist, but not fast enough here. So you get the point. No Name, again, punching back. That's what we mean. That is why this team also is considered somewhat like a dark horse, even though we have to say that the Voices Are Too Loud. Probably have more momentum, have more going for them. But overall, not too bad, not too shabby. Mapsy with another swap here. Wants to go onto the D.Va instead. A little bit more consistent, a little bit more sturdy. Why not? Also, it's quite the issue for Viper here. And Sweet on Curl gets the first kill here. So maybe they can give them a taste of their own medicine if they are able to lock them inside the castle and just kill everyone who tries to even peek outside.
Yeah, the DPS just cleaning up. Viper distracting everyone, and that's a good strategy so far. We have Adekokofan rolling out, scouting, calling them out. Viper is on a high ground. Watch out, guys. Don't go there. But they're still going in there. What a good matrix from... it was Mapsy who denied the ultimate from Kokobongo. Here comes the Tire getting better, and this is a chance for them to defend the payload. And Doomfist getting fever. One support less for the voices until loud. Zerial getting a pick. Viper again on Sam. Here comes the meteor strike from above onto the ground. No, it's just onto the castle. Gets denied by the castle. Maybe it was planned. I don't know. And what is Kazi doing alone there on the outer ground, following Anton Kokofan?
Still, kills coming in. For the team of the voices are too loud. Time bank needs to be taken in check, of course. I love Condom again. These orbs, they seem to be very tasty, but I guess at this point it was just a clean-up action. Still, what do you still have in your tank? I mean, Gozix, of course, you're looking for that Junker Queen ultimate. Funny to see also Viper swapping away, and that is a composition we have been talking about yesterday. How to enable a queen potentially with a Zarya here, so we have both of the strong women there, but immediately gets punished there when they rush in with that Kitsune rush into the castle. No chance really here. Still, you get the kill onto Mapsy, but the Coalescence is a scary thing to face. Obviously, you try to defend yourself, but outside of maybe getting a little bit of tickle damage, getting a singular kill, there's not much to do here. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no. Oh, no, he did not. He did not follow the Lucio and fall down.
He did do that. And we actually have a DC, I think, on the... Yeah, no name. We actually are missing a player, so we need to take care of that. An unlucky DC here in this case. What happens to the best of us, right? So,
yeah,
just gonna wait that technical pause out and see how we fare. But yeah, so far 1-0. The voices are too loud in the lead against No Name. There's still a chance for them to make it, but they have to push all the way. And in the best case, with a good time bank, because 2 minutes and 9 seconds for the voices are too loud is not too bad. And this team, well, we see how they were able to take a map from Ataraxia. This team really knows what they're doing. They are capable both in any situation, 5v5 or 6v6, and they are extremely versatile. We didn't see a classic sturdy brawl with a Rhine, with a Ram, with an Orisa, or anything like that. We usually see very off-tanky styles. That is what I find very interesting. Like, you have Anton Kokofan sticking to that ball. Of course, you would say that this could be the main tank. But Mapsy is always playing the off-tank style and just following up on that. You're not really going for shield, for an armor, and that... And also, luckily, Viper is back, but also lost all charge. But I think there wasn't too much anyways, so should be fine for now.
And he will get it back really fast, because those team fights are intense. As a Zarya, just bubble and beam through, and you get your ult shot really fast. And now here is the engage. Here's the first bubble, and ultimate from Fever dropping in to get more momentum in the attack from... the voices are too loud, and everyone just splitting up a little bit, and Mapsy going for 2 squishies in the backline, falling down a little bit, maybe saving them, unfortunately, and it is Adeko Fan who drops his mines on the point, getting the pick on Venice. Both supporters are out on No Name, and here again, a huge minefield setting up on the point.
And Maps is gonna steal that kill though from Anton Kokofan. The tank line is quite marvelous, I have to say. Like, Mapsy and Anton Kokofan, they are everywhere. They are the carries, I would say, of this team. And, well, the rest is following up on it, but they are definitely the more flashy ones, I'd say. We see another swap from Suitonker onto the Ash, but now it's gonna be very close. Here, Sam drops extremely low, but Kokobongo can't go after it and can't defend himself against that beam. You also lose Suitonker, and now you're down to 23 seconds. You have a few ultimates in your tank, but so does the enemy team. What to do, really? It's absolute desperation time for No Name if they want to have a chance, but look at the voices are too loud. They don't care about this. They take 2 kills, but also lose 2. Both of their DPS actually dead. Still, with that tank line, I think you don't really care about that. You want to close the spawn door, you want to close out the series, Can they even make it onto the card? They actually can. There's gonna be the overtime. Benny was able to sneak past with that beat. Gonna be now the bomb of Mapsy also deployed just before the remake here. Kokobongo also going in with that blade. There is still a chance, but they have to be picture perfect. That took a while to take it down, the Moira, but you leave your life in that, Kokobongo.
And Chivo getting the kill here, and Anton Coco fan slamming on the ground, setting up again a huge minefield on the payload. Viper dying again to mines, and now just
That's
overtime. Well, the mines made their way for this win, for the voices are too loud. A few meters for no name, but I think the voices are too loud do have an easy game now. Oh no, it's already over. I didn't realize it. Oh my god, my bad. This fight took so long.
Good morning, Mr.
It's
Joe.
already over. The voice are too loud. 1-2-2-0 against no name.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the classic Moira play of the game. Just throwing in 2 orbs. I think it was also an actual 5k. We didn't see the last kill getting finished off there. But yeah, there you go. The voices are too loud with a statement here, with cementing their state of art right now, with being second place. Ataraxia also was able to win their game against Calvanui on the other half of the server. So yeah, those 2 teams right now being first place and second place.
Yeah.
And other than that, Calvanui also, we have to keep them in mind for maybe dropping out despite of having such a fantastic roster. But anyways, the voices are too loud. Very strong team. Extremely good tanks, like really Anton Kokofan and Mapsy, to me, absolutely the MVPs here. I'm not even sure who to pick, because on the first map, it was more the Mapsy show. On Eichenwalde, it was more the Anton Kokofan show. These 2 tanks definitely show off what a good tank synergy feels like, and that is something very unique to 6v6.
And we're still waiting for one matchup to complete. It is Thick of It versus Romano Esports. So it's still not really clear how the leaderboard looks after this. But we can say it is not looking good for some teams below. They need to, they can't really do something in the last match. But in the front, it's still dense and not really clear who is in the top 8 and who is not. So the last match, or the last matchup, is the decider.
Yeah, seemingly. But I also love how there's a 4-way fight for 8th place. I find that interesting. So we have Calvanui right now. Well, for some reason they had a very bad day today. Interesting. Shawarma Lovers is still in it. Sota Kroko T-Elite is also still in a position to get 8th place. And even that mixed team we have been talking about yesterday from the Magic6 community, Curious Grippers, still has a chance to make it into the top 8. But it is mostly a fight for 8th place. There is still a chance that you might be able to get some of the teams upwards, like Romano Esports, if they lose against Thick of It and No Name. Those teams could also drop out of the top 8. So it's still not clear who makes it into the final bracket, which also means that this 6th game is actually going to be more important than we thought, because in Swiss stages, you never know. Sometimes you have just a big part of the teams just breezing through, and the rest just falls flat, and it's whatever than what happens on the 8th place. But this time around, well, we just don't know. It could be anyone's game. So excited to see who actually makes it.
Well, yeah, and Romano Esport lost against Thick of It, so that means we have one clear first place. It is Ataraxia. One clear second place. So far, well, the last match
Actually
still
not.
open.
No, we have
no,
all the matches.
that's true. Yeah, no, I was wrong. Sorry, I didn't refresh soon enough. It is 2 second places. It's the Voices Are Too Loud and Thick of It. They share 12 points.
Both teams also lost to Ataraxia.
Yeah, that's they have something in common. Maybe they can celebrate that. Yeah, and the other teams are still open. Who is going to be in the top 8?
Yeah. On the lower side of the table, there hasn't been any movement after the statement or assessment we just did. And well, even though all the matches are in, we need to roll the new bracket and to select a fantastic stream game for you. And we will, of course, look at the bottom half and see if we get a close match where the 8th or 7th place is going to be up for grabs. So we will head into a hopefully smaller break than usual and see you after. So get a snack. It's time for the last game of the day.
watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like high.
All right, welcome back to round 6, the last round of matches here in the Swiss stage. And we're still looking for the top 8. It is not done just yet. Well, of course, the top teams are pretty much settled and cemented, but downstairs around, well, the tip basically of top 8 is still up for grabs. And as you can see, we have chosen your next match, which actually could decide for one of these teams to drop out. And it's a very spicy one. It is a Semper duel between Semper Voltic and what the hell?
So, guys from the Semper community, give your voices out to this team you want to win. Scream it, write it down, give it to us so we know
On the chat, guys.
which one you guys support. We want to know. Is it what the hell or Semper Voltic?
Let's go.
Do you have a preferable team?
Oh boy. I mean, I'm good friends with Nikios, so I would of course love Semper Voltic to make a stand. But overall, what the hell? We found out that Mockingbird is actually Surge, which is, I think he used to be an OWWC player. So this guy is definitely very strong. You have Yoshi, you have Pfirsich, you have Max, you have so many individuals on What the Hell's team, where I was a little disappointed to see them fall flat yesterday. But what we can also say is that this team was not in full force because we didn't see Pfirsich yesterday.
No.
So I think yesterday they were just, well, coming with a B team. Not to be disrespectful to the players yesterday, but that was a whole different look. They didn't look too great against, I think it was Ataraxa they were facing. And now with the actual main roster in place, there could be something up here. They could have a chance to kick Semper Voltic out of the top 8, which would already be an upset considering how much Semper Voltic has been preparing for this tournament.
We will see who prepared the best for this. And yeah, we're as you know, or as we know, the next map is Samoa, the opening map, control, the newest map, so in control mode. And well, it's again a mode which has some opportunities for some brawly comms, some divey comms, hybrid maybe. So we will see in 10 seconds what the teams are going to pick.
So we're going to start out on Volcano, which is usually a little bit more brawly. As you can see, we don't lose any time. We just send it in the last round of the Swiss stage. Let's see who will make it into the top 8. It is still so freaking close down there. I think even after this match, we have to do some math. We have to calculate who actually made it. That is insane, because usually with 13 teams registered, you would go for 5 rounds and then that's it. You already know who makes it through. We are at 6 rounds. Not really. We are going to play the 6th round now. And even after that, we don't know what's going to go up. But anyways, Volcano is up. And we see very different compositions. Yoshi and Pfirsich. Oh boy, that is an interesting one. Look at that. Both with their own kinds of pin. The Mauga Rhine composition. There's the Mauga behind the shield Nightmare coming up. while we see Nikios and Jonas opting for this Orisa Zarya composition, and I think this will be a close one.
Yeah, we have two tanks that can pressure in front of them, as we see right now. It is Pfirsich who gets into first with the support of the Reinhardt shield. He just can go in, just get protected by a shield, and if you're going too deep, we have Shoefox on live who pulls them out and saves their life. And now both teams are playing it safe, but the control is for Semper Voltic. This team has I think the teams are changed. It is what the hell who has the control on the first point. Yoshi hammering into there, getting pulled out by the life rival. Nikios getting Pfirsich. One tank less.
And oh well, yeah, one tank less exactly. Very good one from Mockingbird. Another one onto Boolean. So that's Surge at his full power, as we're used to it. He gets 2 kills immediately and shuts down that attempt. That's insane. They could have had a chance there without Pfirsich being in the backline here. And Boolean used his ultimate in spawn. Must have been a misclick.
Yeah,
because he didn't actually swap the Cassidy either. So there must be something to it.
Happens to everyone at least one time in his Overwatch career. And now we have the Kitsune jumping in, the teams following this little fox on the point. Hidden Light getting the first kill, Sophia the second, and it is Boolean who gets the third, and the team fight is decided so far because Pfirsich just trying to get out here alive. Maybe no, he's still staying in, getting some picks, but Hidden Light is there to kill him.
So, point flip is going to come in. 66% at least gained for the likes of What the Hell. They're not looking too bad. Also looking on 3 ultimates and lots of combos as well. With a Cage, with a Shatter, and also Metso having the Tectonic Shock ready, which is something that you can very much combo with both ultimates. So there's something in there. Darkus, of course, needs to be the big player here with that beat. Hidden Light is going to pop that Sojourn ultimate early. There's at least going to be the feeling Max falls down as well. The Shatter was laid down, but to no avail whatsoever. You get the kill actually onto both supports, but you should be stable enough to win nonetheless. Shoefox needs to run away now from Nikios, will get mowed down immediately. And even without the supports in place, Semper Voltic will win this team fight.
Easy, as you can see here. Team fight is over. J. Jonas still has his ultimate up, as Pfirsich does too. So we have a Cage versus the Crab. Which one is stronger? Which one is set up better? Well, Darkus can support with his ultimate, and Boolean gets his backs as soon as this fight starts. And here comes the Crab with the Reinhardt in, but no one dies. The shield is strong enough to save them. But it is Boolean with a 3k on his dead eye.
Oh, that is so good for Voltic. Oh, Boolean with a 4th one. What is going on? The Cassidy, the High Noon was so perfectly set up. Nikios just went. It looked like there was a little bit delayed. Like you grab them, Nikios goes in for the Terror Surge a little bit late, and it looked like, okay, this tank combo is not gonna cut it. But then everyone was pulled together for Boolean to just take these kills with a High Noon. That was so perfectly executed. Now we're up to 85% for Semper Voltic. This could be last fight potential. Kitsune rush immediately, and Shoefox plants the tree, but Pfirsich gets mowed down immediately. Also swapped to the Zarya. You get another kill here. Both supports are already dead. For What the Hell? It's just a cleanup duty here, but Mockingbird is able to at least stall the point for a little bit. Only both DPS alive for What the Hell, but Metsu just gets mowed down here, and it's still, I think, only the Tracer. Nope, Mockingbird will not touch in time though. And was also down to a few HP, so it didn't really matter in the end there that Mockingbird didn't touch. And it is Semper Voltic in a 1-0 scenario here on Samoa, winning out at least the first map in the Semper duel.
J. Jonas showing off on his area. Nikios trusting him, going in, getting the kills. Well, you have supports who can follow up really quick with this aggressive playstyle they're pulling out here. Pfirsich and Yoshi trying something different now with Winston and Hammond.
The hyper dive.
Yeah, it's
Classic.
good with a Tracer and Sojourn. Well, you can be aggressive too on the front line. Max and Shoefox can be fast too again. So we will see who sets his comp better up, and this is going to be the first fight on the first point. Mockingbird going on the left side, Little Tracer getting some more scouts in here, and Yoshi pulling in, pushing the Zarya off the high ground, forcing her to fall back on the point, and it is Nikios, who fights alone versus 2 people, and Dark is playing a dangerous game, and here is the bill for this dangerous game. Yoshi killing him first. Hidden Light gets the revenge on Mockingbird, so it is even 5 versus 5, and here comes maybe some more damage from Metsu in. No, it is Pfirsich who gets Boolean.
Yeah, lose support early thanks to the efforts of Mockingbird and Yoshi. You just bring him into such a position that you just go for the slam. That is the magic of the hyper dive with a Winston ball. You have so much space that you can take. You have so much aggression, but you also have a Tracer that goes for the cleanup kills. Still, in all this chaos, it's not exactly clear really who's gonna win this out, but it seems like What the Hell has a little bit of an extra weight in front. There might be a chance now with Jonas being 100 charge and also in the middle of a Kitsune rush. You get Pfirsich now on the backline and you should be able to just melt Yoshi down. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And Voltic is able to get the point here on Beach for the first time for now, going for that spear. Nice try, Nikios, but it will just be a try for now. And now we're obviously in this phase of the fight, we're gonna look at any ultimates coming up.
And it is Max and Mockingbird who have the ultimate up for What the Hell, and only so far Nikios for Semper Voltic. So they have the advantage, but it could be changed really soon in this next team fight. They're getting the ultimates up, and it feels like with a jump on Sophia, Hidden Light gets the counter kill, but Mockingbird and Yoshi getting some more kills in. Nikios' ultimate doesn't change anything more for this team fight. It is already over. J. Jonas fighting for his life, getting killed by Shoefox.
Right? Nikios, are you swapping or no?
No, he stays on Noriza.
Interesting, because that Terror Surge was too much of an overcommitment. I don't know what he was hoping to do, really. Maybe he thought he could get a kill or two out of this, but I thought then you would be swapping to maybe something faster. Something like a double bubble and just send it onto Shoefox if you can. But, well, he opts against it. Now gonna be fast here. Looking for a kill, and it's actually that is a fantastic javelin here. Orbital Ray will be deployed here. Nikios battling both DPS at the same time. Should be able to get the kill onto Metso, while also the rest of the team is doing God's work. Mockingbird will trade out Nikios, but the rest of his team is already dead. So, not much to play for here. Voltic will take the point, but 66% at least gain for the likes of What the Hell. And looking for a minefield, but Mockingbird will fall for now, and Pfirsich probably too if he is not careful. It's gonna be Hidden Light committing that overclock, but not really finding that many targets in front. Never mind, Max walks right into it, and of course that is something that you'll take. You give him the free haircut he deserves.
Yeah, you jinxed it, and now they need to group up again. They're snowballing a little bit, or maybe a chaotic, but here comes the group up for What the Hell. The ball is flanking on the right side of the point, coming in with half HP already. Here comes the Kitsune from Sophia. She is here supporting her team into this next team fight. J. Jonas looking for a target, and it is Pfirsich who gets targeted by him, and Hidden Light Boolean, by the way, killing both supports on the side of What the Hell. No heal for Pfirsich, who needed it, and he get killed by J. Jonas. Team fight over again. They're coming back to the point, getting it for them. 10% left on the clock, and then it's over.
Still a chance for them to come back, though. They have fast heroes. They will be able to retouch this. And this could be already a last team fight potential for Beach. Even if What the Hell ekes it out, they should be able to just secure this point. But look at the ultimates just running in, and Hidden Light will be the first one to fall here, but Pfirsich is dead as well. 1 tank less. That is very huge. Yoshi already dropping half here. It seems like Semper Voltic is stable enough. Beat also committed to that. You just solo grab Max, because why the hell not, and just go for the rest of the team. Mockingbird trying to stall a little bit. Shoefox also there. You just need to hunt down the Juno, and that's what's gonna happen here. Dark is picking up the kill. Pfirsich should maybe able to get on the point. No, it doesn't matter in the slightest. It is Semper Voltic taking this first map on Samoa home. What a fight. What an interesting sign, because we already heard that they were a little bit scared of What the Hell, especially of Mockingbird, but honestly, they had the situation under control.
Maybe it's their frightening that pushes them forward into this first win, and well, now the map pick is on the side of What the Hell. Maybe they're picking a map they are strong on, but well, it is looking bad for What the Hell. Semper Voltic is on the point.
Okay. And also, don't be confused by the standing. It is 1-0 for Semper Voltic, not 1-1. The production will take care of that. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We got it. Yeah, I have to say I'm a little bit surprised. What the hell? Finally, they have their pretty much best players in the mix with Pfirsich. Mockingbird was there yesterday, but what the hell had a more mediocre take, really, on how to play the 6v6. It seems slightly better today, but Semper, they must have done their homework, obviously. They have been preparing a lot for this tournament. So they should maybe walk away with a victory, because I see them very strong, I have to say. The synergy was already quite high yesterday. They had a very rough start today, we have to say. I think No Name actually won against Semper, the team that we just saw getting brutally slaughtered almost by the likes of The Voices Are Too Loud. So we see some power rankings emerge. And Semper, of course, they don't want to accept this. They want to at least beat What the Hell in the Semper duel. And I don't know. I think, to me at least, they should be able to do it. But they have to do it now on the map pick of What the Hell. And we already see the map pick right in front of us. It's going to be Surabasa.
Yes, one of the newest game out here with 5 points. And it's way faster playstyle than the casual control, because the percentage is running up so fast in this game out. Most of the time you have just 2, maybe 3 fights for 1 point, and then it's going to the next point. And well, a fast comp with fast heroes will be pretty much helpful here.
Yep, that is the thing with Flashpoint, with Suravasa. You play compositions that are more chaotic, because the maps are just so big, really. There are so many different angles that you need to cover. The points are very open. There's, on many points, high grounds and many entrances. So there is not really any setup for orderly compositions to work. Like, for example, broad compositions usually fall flat until the enemy picks something that is easy to run over. And usually, since people just pick dive compositions, you don't really get the chance to. And honestly, with the two teams we have here, I think this is quite possible that we see very divey, mobility-centric compositions, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a more broader iteration from What the Hell. Let's see how it's gonna go. Well, look at that. There's going to be actually brawl on both tank lines, somewhat, even though Pfirsich going to opt more for a pokey variant with a Sigma in between. So you play something hybridy here on the part of What the Hell. You have a very, simplistic backline, the newest meta backline, to be honest, Fox and Max playing the Juno Break composition. On the other side, you have, what is that even? Orisa Zarya Rush? It really looks like it.
Yeah, seems like, and we have a fast switch from Darkness shortly on Juno for the speed boost, and now back to Lucio for the bigger speed you need here for this combination with Orisa and Zarya, because Orisa is pretty slow, and with the Lucio it is a running horse. And we have Pfirsich already fighting against Nikios and setting a good rock into this enemy line. Already half of the team is half HP. Pfirsich also half HP, getting healed by his supporters. Props to them. And now Fox getting picked by Boolean with a beautiful committed headshot, and Dark is following up with Pfirsich and one healer. And both tanks are out right now. The fight seems to be over for What the Hell, and Semper controlling the first point.
What the Hell just misread the timing, really. They got a little bit greedy. They realized, okay, the enemy is retreating. They are dropping lower and lower. The tank line is using up all their defensive cooldowns. They want to make sure to stay alive. Let's push in. But when you do that, of course, you need to keep in mind that the DPS are way more consistent than that. If you drop low, if you don't know how to handle your health boost, you're gonna get killed here eventually. And that's what exactly happened there with Hidden Light and Boolean. Well, you need to be careful. Soon Rush is going to be committed in that, so the cooldowns are not going to be an issue. Jonas, extremely high charge, will follow his Orisa around just to mow down Metso, who got split off from his team. And the rest of What the Hell is for now retreating, just to make sure that they have a chance to regroup with Metso and then make it back onto point.
Yeah, Jay Jonas just managing his power meter perfectly almost every time we swap to him. He is on 100% as we see right now. Again, Hidden Light getting the first pick on Max. Now it is Yoshi who stands in front alone versus 2 tanks, and here comes the High Noon, which does not really connect and get some damage out. And Pfirsich with a huge kill on Jay Jonas and Boolean. This is the turnaround for the team of what the hell maybe. Hidden Light with his ultimate, maybe in the backline getting some kills. Notice Lamb saves Mezzo.
And now they strike back, but 99% for Semper, so plenty of time to come back. Both tank ultimates available if they need it. On the other half, you don't have anything. They also used a lot of ultimates. The pulse bomb from Mockingbird could be a problem, obviously, because you don't have the beat really, but honestly, at this point, just use Sophia Suzu. And right when we're talking about Hidden Light already, what the HP was missing, and then he would have fallen over Boolean, really being aggressive. That's gonna be the graph here. Pulse bomb attempt will not work at all, and you combo it with that surge. Lots of damage here, but it goes back and forth for now. But Semper in the end will go on cleanup duty, take back control of market, and will seal the deal. They go into the lead 1-0 here on Suravasa.
And let's go to the next point with 1 ultimate for each team. And we see Shoefox and Max changing the support line. We now have Baptiste and Zenyatta. I can't really understand. Well, we have a Lamp with Max. I think he already was on Baptiste. But Zenyatta's ultimate could be helpful against the craft, because Jay Jonas is just as strong as he can be on his area. And now they have already point control for Semper. The other team needs to get some more meters to the point. And here comes the Kitsune Rush from Sophia again to engage this next team fight. Maybe a little bit too early, because what the hell wasn't really there. And we have 2 snipers in the back line just firing on the point.
So, Garden next, already good control here. Suzu needed to be used a little bit early, and Yoshi will realize that. Metsu also behind that. Boolean with that High Noon has to get out of it, though, just to not get killed in these cases. You lose Yoshi in front, but Metsu with another 2-piece here. The Ash coming alive from what the hell, and you will take this point and make sure that you won't lose it that early. Hidden Light should be able to get this ultimate very soon. But Boolean, careful, Boolean is dancing, but the splash damage of the Hyperspheres will be his bane. And now, gotta be a reset, so it's still an open game for anyone.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to get this point. Well, Mezzo has his ultimate up, Max 2, Pfirsich already with his Flux up and ready to pull, and just Hidden Light with his ultimate. It's going to be hard to get on this point, because we have many defensively used ultimates with the Flux or the Bob. And Yoshi getting the first kill on Darkest. 1 support less, 1 DPS less. They really don't need ultimates. At least the Dragon is pulled out, getting the Chaos. Max getting a kill on Jay Jonas, and again, easy team fight for them. And it seems like it's going to be the last team fight, because we're already at 70%.
Interesting counter swaps also. You put Shoefox onto the Zen. Also, we don't see much Zen or Hanzo here, and we see both here in play. For what the hell? I really like the situation. Something different. The Hanzo, of course, has his one-shot back, not just in Overwatch, but also in the 6v6 with many reduced health pools. It's a little bit easier to one-shot, but now there's going to be the Kitsune Rush here together with more ultimates in here. Nikios goes in here aggressive with that Terra Surge, and in the end, it seems like in all of this chaos, one fell swoop, but with a lot of investment, Semper is able to take this point for now, but at least they forced out also the Bob and the Window, and Mockingbird died there last. So you should be able to get a little bit of time from that stagger kill. It's not going to be that easy. Jay Jonas, of course, the one that you need to look out for, because his graph could be the one that decides this. But with Yoshi on the Orisa and also Pfirsich being able to eat that with a kinetic grasp, it's not that easy to deploy.
The Shoefox still with Zenyatta ultimate up with his Transcendence could save the craft from Jay Jonas, and we will see how this teamfight works. And it is Boolean who gets the first kill on Mockingbird. Hidden Light the next kill. Max with a counter pick, but Jay Jonas is there getting Shoefox, so the Transcendence is out. But well, the whole team is dead, so why pull your ultimate? And Hidden Light getting Metsu. Nikios the last one off Pfirsich, and the point is them, and they're already on the next point.
If that is the correct one. But it is not the
Nope.
correct one. They have to
They choose the wrong
to
one.
lose Jay Jonas, though. I hope he wasn't high charge, because otherwise this would be pretty bad. Well, at least you can say that you were able to drive fight this, to be honest, because Jay Jonas is still sitting on that graph. On the other half, we see also Shoefox actually getting the kill onto Boolean. Probably just went antsy and wanted to get the kill onto the Zen early, but now ends up dead himself. Gonna be the ruins now first. Semper Voltic not in the position to really take the place here. And that rocket jump almost got Jonas killed, but it's gonna be Yoshi that will get that kill. And Voltic absolutely caught with that pans down. You lose 1 DPS early while the Tracer is gonna be back fast. But without Jerry Jonas, nah, you're not pushing into that.
It is the point control so far for what the hell. But we know Voltic, they don't take it so long to get back to the point. Nikios forcing some more space, and Jay Jonas again eating the rock from Pfirsich.
What the hell is
Mockingbird getting hit light. He got killed by Mockingbird, and Darkest getting some more kills. Boolean with the
lamp.
pulse bomb on a lamp, sadly. The chessboard is popping up, some of them are dying, and it is the control of what the hell who getting the most kills here for the
it's
team.
not
And
yet.
now they have to get back to the point. Mockingbird, 2k, 3k. Come on, is there more? No, I think everyone is dead.
They had no tanks, and Mockingbird just makes this a highlight reel. I can't believe my eyes. Excuse me. They were down to 3 members. Mockingbird, Matsu, and Shoefox, the only ones available. And Semper Voltic throws this away despite of having a tank on the point, being up 1. It didn't matter to them. And out of nowhere, Semper Voltic now have to re-engage, and there's a lot of percent already an inline with a Widow and Suravasa. Now that is a sight to see. Usually something you don't see that often. Jay Jonas. Oh, what in the hell is happening here? That's gonna be the graph attempts, but it's only Yoshi inside of that. Now feels he gets sucked into it, who has a shield up, so nothing will be gained from this at all. Boolean at least gets a kill on the Metsu, and actually the follow-up kills, they are there. It's not over yet. That graph was maybe just decoration, you might have thought, but it forced out so many cooldowns that in the end Semper Voltic will take this point back.
And it is Nikios with his last pick on Mockingbird, and now the point is turned around for Semper Voltic. The percentage are ticking up. And, well, the ultimates, Showfox with Transcendence, Mockingbird with High Noon set up, and Sophia again with her ultimate. Don't pull it too early. We saw it last fight, it was a little bit too early. Now set it up right, and both teams are waiting a little bit longer for this next engage. The Reinhardt shielding the team to go on the left side. A good go here. No one can spam there. They have much more protection and cover to go there. Ryan going in the midway, hidden light.
Nice attempt. Not getting anything here, but remember now, this is the last point here for the Suravasa for Semper Voltic. Oh, and Boolean, of course, good speed here with the Kitsune Rush, gonna use that. But still, the kills, they keep coming in for the likes of Semper Voltic. They are on the runway now to seal the deal here, and Suravasa to seal off their 2-0 against that very feared opponent, and that is exactly gonna be reality right now. Semper Voltic takes it 2-0 in this Semper duel, in a very spicy duel of individuals. Who would have thought of that? Rank-wise, experience-wise, that what the hell thing should have been such a feat. But after all, team play and preparation wins this out. Nikios has done his homework. And would you look at that, they prevail. They will secure that spot in the top 8 for sure now. And we have to see what the rest of the table will give us to see if what the hell can make it still into the playoffs. But remember, this is the last game. I know on Battlefy there's a 7th round, but that was, well, more or less a placeholder depending on how many teams registered. But with 13 teams, 6 rounds are usually more than enough. So yeah, we'll see now what our mathematicians in the back, well, namely our tournament organizers, will cook up as a top 8. Let's have a little look on the standings, shall we? Do we have something
We have
there?
already some points set up. A few games are still running. Romano Esports and Sota Crocodilid and Divergent Esports and Puna Juri Salati are still playing. But sick of it. Lost 0-2 against The Voices Are Too Loud. So that means The Voices
Ooh.
Are Too Loud moves up to second place in sick of it, drops down to third. I thought actually, which what surprise, they're still on
Yeah,
place
6-0
number
undefeated.
uno. Yeah, undefeated 6-0. And the next following up are Semper Voltic, sharing points with thick of it, 12 points in total. On the 5th point, we have Calvary, and No Name is on the 6th place, sharing the points as Calvary. What the hell? Moved down to 7 with 9 points. Romano Esports still playing, so we wait for their score.
Okay, this is exciting because there's so many teams tied actually on the bottom half of the top 8. Because Calvin Nui and No Name, what the hell also, they have finished their matches. We know that they will stay on 3-3. Romano Esports is 3-2 right now because they have to finish their match against Sota Crocodilit. We will see how that goes, even though we have to say Romano Esports will probably number-wise in the lead. They had the tough opponents and have won against some teams that are quite the top contenders. Then Curious Grippers is also in the mix, being 3-3. So you see there's like 5 teams tied from place 5 to 9. Yeah, we'll have to see who actually makes it into the top 8. This will be really weird to do with maybe some math. Maybe we even need a tiebreaker of some sort. We certainly will keep you covered. Dear production, do we send it to a break to see what happens next and then talk to it? Talk to you out there, chat, to just let you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, that is the question. That is, well, I guess we're gonna send it to a little break and then discuss with the tournament organization what's what, and then we'll give you the news. All right, see you in a few minutes. All right, everyone, welcome back here to the cast and to the wrap up here for the last Swiss stage day here with me and with Mr. Jokey. And it was very exciting to see how the top 8 was forming. It was very, very close until the very end. And well, we can tell you that we have a top 8 set thanks to the Swiss stage system. It's sometimes a little bit complicated, we know, but remember that when you fight an opponent, you are pretty much soul bound. Once you play anyone, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. You want that this team you want this team to play well and win a lot of matches. So you would say, well, we won or lost against a very strong opponent, and that helps out your placing, which also goes into the calculation of the Battle5 system. And with these numbers, with a lot of number crunching, we have the top 8 set without the need of any tiebreaker.
Yes. And, well, it was clear whose place won. It is Ataraxia Virtus. On a
Bien
second
jugado,
place.
chicos.
Yeah, totally. I agree. On the second place, we have The Voices Are Too Loud. They have 15 points. They have beaten Thick of It.
Yeah.
On the third place, we have Thick of It. On fourth, we have Semper Voltic.
Nikios, good job.
Is Romano Esports. On the sixth place, we have Calvanui. I already can pronounce the name.
No,
so
it was okay.
I practiced it all night long. So on the seventh place, we have No Name. And on the eighth, we have What the Hell. Close with Curious Creepers, but sadly, you're on place 9, not the top 8.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts.
That's the thing with the Swiss system with being soulbound. Curious Grippers, unfortunately, lost out many matches at the beginning of the tournament, which puts you into the lower tier. And then if you start winning your games in the lower tier and don't really get the chance to fight any upper tier team because of how the Swiss system works, it's very hard to get into the top 8. And it's really disheartening to see that for Curious Grippers, especially because there was a mixed team from the Magic6 Discord that was kind of pumped. Like, honestly, Super, the captain, was very much up for a challenge, and he was very hyped, very stoked to get into the top 8, and he was this close to make it. But buddy, please, you played well. Your team was fantastic, and for being such a mixed team, that pretty much that was formed like a day before the tournament. Finally, that was a very good run, and of course, this is not going to be the only tournament we're playing. So, as we say around here, better luck next time. But of course, GG's to everyone who participated in the tournament, all of the 13 teams. Thank you so much. Until here, of course, for the Swiss stage, because well, the top 8 that we just read, or that Mr. Jokey just read out to you, are qualified for the big double elimination bracket coming up next week. So this is going to be absolutely fun, and we're going to see if somebody can actually beat Ataraxia Virtus, because that is the only team right now that hasn't even lost a singular matchup.
Well, let's call them Goliath, and some of you guys will be David and throw a rock against them. We will see who is going to be the winner next weekend. That's all of us from us, I think. Or do we have something?
No,
Nope.
that is the wrap up. That is it. 6 runs of Swiss stage with a fantastic result here in the end. And very excited then for the upcoming double elimination bracket. So the top 8, make your homework, practice a little bit. Maybe you can eke out this little mistake, this team fight that you lost earlier, this ult that you threw away, this time where you blinked off the map, whatever. Prepare well, because there's a lot of money for the line. And remember, top 4 already gets prize money. So, of course, there's a good chance for you to get it. And maybe you can also get your hands on the big money of the 400 euros that are paid out to the winners. So it's still all in the air. And we'll see what next week will bring. Of course, big thank you to everyone watching the stream. Thank you to all the players out there that have participated in the tournament. And, well, sorry for not making it into the top 8, but it was a very fun one for us, at least. I hope
Yeah.
you also had a fantastic experience. And well, it's only half done, so we have more to come next week.
And